So the gospel of today presents us, it puts us in front of some people whom in those days were scandalized by the humanity of Jesus. In fact, the evangelist tells us that Jesus could perform no miracles there because basically they did not believe. And I was thinking about that. Like, what is the reason why those people were scandalized? Well, it was because they had some expectations on what kind of Christ should come. It's important to remember that those people were having some oppression in those days, right? The Romans, they were there, they were oppressing them. So the Jewish people, they had this idea of a Christ that could come and free them from all this oppression, almost like a social justice warrior that they could have, that would come and deliver them and do justice, right? Which is almost like the socialists nowadays, I would say, right? To take from the rich and give to the poor, and give equality and all that kind of thing. But this was not the Jesus. This was not the Christ that we met, because that was not the justice that Jesus wanted to bring. So much so that when those people, they actually know his humanity, well, isn't this the son of Joseph the carpenter or Mary? So no, there is no way that man could do anything for us. And that is precisely why Jesus could not perform any miracle for them. Okay, so very good. What does that have to do with us? Well, I believe we can always, or we can also, I would say, practice our faith like that too, waiting for a Jesus that cannot be, or is not the one that wants to manifest himself to us. Because many times we look for a Jesus that comes to solve our problems, or we look for a Jesus that comes to do just miracles for us, a Jesus that come to be at our service at the end. It's almost as if he has to bow down in front of us, and then he has to grant us our wishes, right? Many other groups, they're groups that they're looking for miracles, right? Miracles about money, miracles about health and all that. And it's not that those things are bad. Please do not misunderstand me. But that was not the miracle, let's say, that Christ wanted to perform. In fact, he would perform the miracles in those days in order to invite people to believe. Because every time he would perform a miracle, that would help to open the people's ear. That would be an act so that people may look at that and open their ears so that he could preach the kingdom of heaven, right? Why? Because Jesus Christ came to bring us a justice that is not from this world. That's why he says, if my kingdom were from this world, my angels will be here fighting for me. Because at the end, brothers and sisters, what is the justice that Christ wanted to bring to us? What is the miracle that Christ wanted to perform with us? Well, it's the one of the church. That's why the church now is the miracle that Jesus, he leaves us with. That's why after, if you read the Acts of the Apostles, you will see that after a while, the miracles, they stopped. They ceased to be the miracles. Why? Because the church is being born. And then the church becomes the sign that will invite other people to believe. It's like a spotlight. Now the church becomes the spotlight that would enlighten people now and will call people to conversion. The church in itself, in other words, will open the ears of the people. So the miracles are no longer needed. And what is the church precisely? Well, Jesus Christ says, love one another as I have loved you. And by loving one another as I have loved you, the others, they will know that you are my disciples. So now we have the church, people who live together, people who are Christians, people who are brothers and sisters, people that can live together in communion. The church, right? Then the community is born. And the way these people lived, if you get some letters on the side from those days, they would actually speak about it. Like, I don't understand these guys who are there. Like, they live together, they share everything, they have everything in common. Where does he come from? And then they speak about this Jesus, and then they eat his flesh, right? It's actually there. Many thought that the first Christians were cannibals and all that, but no. So who are these people? Now the church is born, and the church becomes the new miracle now. So, and this is the miracle that Jesus Christ has brought us to us. That is to be able to love one another as he has loved us. And then by loving one another as he has loved us, then the others, they will know that we are his disciple. That's why the church is here now. So, yep, let us ask the Lord to give us this way of believing, right? To believe in this Christ, not the Christ of the miracle, but the Christ of the miracle of love, I would say. That's what he came for. Well, those people they couldn't believe because they were expecting another kind of Christ, the Christ of this earth, right? Like a king of this earth. But no, we believe and we worship, we bow in front of the Christ who is divine, who is in heaven, the one who is interceding for us right now, who gives us the possibility to love as he did. That is to love the enemy, to love the worst person on earth, to carry upon ourselves the sins of other people. That's the Jesus that came. That's the Christ that we follow. The one of love, the one of the justice, the justice that comes from heaven. Let us ask the Lord to give us that. May God bless you.